Hello and welcome to another Ducky O'Brien guide. Today we will go over on how to effectively power your base in No Man's Sky Beyond. Normally I make one large tutorial video, but Beyond is such a large update that I had to break it into chunks. And what an update. I have so much respect and love for Hello Games and what No Man's Sky has become. No Man's Sky has helped me go through a very difficult time in my life. If I go into the whole story, it'll take a long time, so I'll stop it there. Anyways, continuing on with the video, after the Beyond update, most bases and base components will require power. Let's start with power generation. There are currently 3 methods to generate power. Biofuel using biofuel reactor, solar energy using solar panels, and then electromagnetic fields using the electromagnetic generators. For storage, you only have one method available, batteries. Here is an overview for the new power generation devices. The biofuel reactor requires 1 salvage data to unlock, and it costs 1 metal plating and 40 oxygen. The solar panel costs 8 salvage data to unlock, and 2 metal plating, 75 chromatic metal, and 50 gold to build. The electromagnetic generator costs 10 salvage data to unlock, 2 metal plating, 60 magnetized ferrite, and 75 chromatic metal to build. The battery costs 3 salvage data to unlock, 60 magnetized ferrite, and 100 condensed carbon to build. The wiring does not cost any salvage data, and it does not cost any materials to build. For unlocking the newer power generation devices, you can use the Construction Research Unit, formerly known as the Blueprint Analyzer, or the Construction Research Station aboard the Anomaly. The electromagnetic generator is only unlockable from the Anomaly. Moving on to wiring, you'll need to wire everything, and thankfully it is quite simple. As long as each device is connected to the power grid you make, it will simply count all the power storage and generation items as part of the grid. You don't have to worry about arranging your wires or devices in any pattern. To wire devices, simply select a wire from the build menu under Tech, Power and Industry, and then Power or Technology. Select an open green power connection point and place the wire, and then drag it to another open green power connection point. Each point seems to have a max limit of 10 wires attached at any time. If you want to organize your wires, you can route them behind walls, underneath the ground, on ceilings, or following edges and create outlets to connect your devices. The prefab building components such as the cylindrical room, square room, and cuboid rooms will power devices built inside of them once connected to power. Buildings built from basic parts such as wood, concrete, and metal panels require each device to be connected by wires, unfortunately. And now moving on to the optimal power layout. First, you will need to calculate the power required by your base. You can do this by making one power generator or storage device and hooking it up to your base power grid and checking the status of that item. It will tell you the power grid usage and power grid storage. Calculate the power generation needed by dividing the power grid usage number by 50. This is how many solar panels and batteries you will need at a minimum. Purchase the necessary materials needed from a space station. I would recommend building a few extra. You can refer to the material cost overview from before. The timestamp will be available in the comments below. For example, my Stasis Device biodome farm requires 1639 KP to run. I will refer to this unit as the Kill a Pikachu. That will require a minimum of 33 solar panels combined with 33 batteries for storage. Solar panels combined with batteries are the most reliable and quickly built. An electromagnetic field may not be close enough to your base to use the electromagnetic generators, and biofuel reactors need to be constantly fueled, making it unusable for large biodome stasis device farms. However, if you do manage to find an electromagnetic field, it is definitely worth building generators there. To find an electromagnetic field, you will need to install the survey device, an upgrade to the analysis visor. This will allow you to switch to survey mode while using the visor. It will take a little bit of luck and some time to find a power site. And now for the power overview. The biofuel reactor generates 50 kilopikachus per second, and it uses carbon, condensed carbon, or oxygen. 3,600 carbon or 1,200 condensed carbon or 1,800 oxygen will last 1 hour. Solar panels generate 25 kilopikachus per second in dim light, 50 kilopikachus generated in daylight, and 0 at nighttime. The electromagnetic generator depends on the class of the electromagnetic field. The battery stores 45,000 kilopikachus of power. Electromagnetic field sites are very desirable because of the power they can produce. For example, a single class C site I found had a field strength of 15,000, and each electromagnetic generator produced roughly 150 kps. That's right, each generator. That's 3 times a solar panel in daylight. You can also build more than one and easily fit 10 electromagnetic generators on one site. That's 1,500 kps generated. It doesn't seem to diminish the power generation rate as you add more generators, and the site seems to last forever. 2 important side notes. Both power and teleportation grids only work for the same base. You cannot connect one base's power grid to another or power a device in one base from another base's power grid. There are ways to extend the range of editing one base beyond what the game will allow you normally. For my Stasis Device biodome farm, I ran the cabling from my nearby solar panel farm in one base to my biodome farm until the name of the base I was editing changed. I take note of this location. I go into the base edit mode for my solar farm right at the boundary, and then go into the build camera mode and start adding on parts in my biodome farm. After this, I can walk into my biodome farm and edit as if I am in my solar farm base. You can apply this principle and extend the range of your base to around 1000 AU for electromagnetic generators, and also increase the range of your teleporter network using similar tactics to trick the game into thinking you are editing a certain base beyond the normal allowed range. Also, another important side note, if you are building power on an existing base and get the construction limit reached error message and the game is not allowing you to build any more wires or devices, you can increase this limit by going into options, graphics options, and increasing the base complexity setting. If it crashes at a higher setting, disabling multiplayer under network may help. I was running into this issue and I almost quit playing because of it. Once I set base complexity to ultra and restarted my game, I could start wiring my pre-beyond bases with power. It's not perfect, but it works. This concludes my guide. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching, I really do appreciate it. If this guide has helped you in any way, I would appreciate it if you would consider liking and subscribing. It would help me out greatly. If you have any questions or comments or would like to see a video on anything at all, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Thank you so much, and as always, catch you next. Wow. Why did you kill Pikachu? Because you said to kill a Pikachu. What have I done?